everyone, welcome to another episode of rawradianthealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So it's Friday, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the most fabulous kale chips. Okay, these kale chips are super yummy. They got kind of like a cheesy kind of flavor to them, very savory, just it hits a spot. If you ever have like a potato chip craving or a craving for something that's kind of fatty and yummy, gotta go with kale chips. And if you know how to do it yourself, you save a lot of money. They're fresh, they're good, they're great for you, they're great for your whole family, your kids, your husband, your wife, everyone. Anyone and everyone loves kale chips. So I'm going to show you one of my favorite little recipes I put together. And I do want to say though, because I know someone contacted me asking me to show how to make kale chips, and they were asking me if they can do it with an oven, okay? And the one thing I have to say is that I'd rather you put your oven on like the lowest possible temperature and bake these things if you don't have a dehydrator than eating like mainstream potato chips, okay? I mean, kale chips are 100 times better for you, even if they have to be lightly baked. They're much better than eating deep fried potato chips, French fries, and all that kind of stuff, okay? So, you know, we have to weigh, like, you know, what's going to be better than another. And I'd rather you sort of go in the middle with things than just either going the super healthy route or, you know, the super non-healthy route, okay? So if you don't have a dehydrator, save up for one, because it's really, I mean, if you want to get the most nutrition out of it and feel the best, you got it, you know, and you want to have these little snack foods and play foods, save up for a dehydrator. It's so worth it. It's a one-time in your life investment, okay? And you never have to buy one again. You have it for the rest of your life, and you always have healthy food for you and your family. If you don't have a dehydrator, then follow the recipe, but when you're putting it in the oven, just make sure it's on like the lowest possible temperature, okay? And maybe even open the oven up a little bit. So, because the less hot it is, the less nutrition you're gonna lose, okay? So just keep it, you know, maybe keep the door propped a little bit open on the oven, or just keep it on the lowest temperature, okay? So check out today's recipe. Okay, so what we're gonna need to soak cashew nuts overnight. So for 6 to 8 hours, soak them in water like this. And then you're going to need some apple cider vinegar with the mother, so it's not pasteurized, the apple cider vinegar. You're going to need fresh lemon juice. You're going to need yellow light miso. Not the brown miso, but the yellow one, okay? Because the brown one has definitely got a more intense flavor, and you want the yellow one because it's much more mild, and it's a little bit more on the sweeter side, which is good to sort of counter the lemon and the vinegar. Then we're also going to need some nutritional yeast, some garlic, some kale, and a lovely red bell pepper. So first I'm going to add in the cashew nuts. Now, they've been soaked overnight, and they've also been rinsed a few times. And then I just like to blend the cashews with the apple cider vinegar and the lemon first, just to get it going and get it creamy before I add the rest of the ingredients. I'm now going to add in the red bell pepper, and I'm going to let that go for a few seconds. Now I'm going to add in the remaining ingredients, which is the miso, the nutritional yeast, and the garlic. Then I'm going to blend it up one last time. Okay, so it really should be, you want it really quite as smooth as possible. So as you can see, it's like liquidy and it's smooth. It's not like chunky nutty, okay? So now I'm going to show you how to prepare the kale. So you want to cut off the greens from the inner spine. You don't want the spine, but you want large enough pieces, right? Because these will, once they're dehydrated, they shrivel up and they sort of reduce in size. So you want large pieces, but you just don't want this inner spine. So you're taking all the greens off of the spine. And then you can keep this for when you juice, okay? So, or you can put in your compost. So you're gonna pour the sauce over the kale and you're gonna massage it in. Okay, and you really wanna get it like nice and covered. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so now you're going to put the kale onto your dehydrator sheet. Just like this. You're just going to lay it out. And there you go. Here's one tray. And I'm going to put this in the dehydrator for at 105 degrees. And I'd say it'd take about maybe 6 to 8 hours to dehydrate. Okay? So here are our lovely kale chips. They're all ready. They're like super yum. And here's our cheesy kale chip. Super yummy. I can't wait to get into that. I'm like salivating. Can't you hear the crunch in my mouth? It's crunchy. And savory and yummy and cheesy and like perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So if you want the recipe, just go to my blog at www.rawradianthealth.com/blog, and under today's post I'm going to list the entire recipe, all the measurements, all the ingredients you need, everything. That, and also too, the sauce that I make. Like, this sauce is super yummy, like as a salad dressing or a dip for vegetables. You know, you might want to use half of it for the kale chips, but you might want to use the other half to just have as a dip. I love it. I had it this morning for breakfast with my salad. My breakfast salad. It was perfect. So love it. And one other thing, next month's juice fast is starting soon, April 1st. So if you haven't gotten on top of it, if you've not joined us yet for 10-day juice fast, April is definitely the month. I mean, we're heading into spring. Weather's getting nicer. It's time to do the spring cleaning. And I have to say, I'm amazed by, you know, the last few months, I've had a lot of participants like losing like up to 14 pounds on a 10-day juice fast. I mean, insane, incredible, and great. And a lot of them have been actually coming back every month and joining us every month for the 10 days, doing the juice fast, and then afterwards continuing on either a high raw food diet or a completely 100% raw food diet, and continuing with their weight loss. And really, it's like, it's great to see that, you know, making long-term goals, making goals, okay, you know, by the summer I want to be at, you know, this point with my health and at this point with my weight loss, and taking the steps week per week, month per month of how can they lose the weight, how can they gain more health, what changes can they make, everything. And that these are like long and lasting changes. So I have to say, it's a great bunch of people that join every month. We have a great time. I mean, you get daily support, you get videos, I mean, walking you through each and every day, everything. So do join us. Go to my website at www.rawradianthealth.com, click on juice fasting and sign up, because it's worth it. It's a great experience. I have people that even sign up just to watch the videos. They don't even do the fast. So, you know, whichever way, you know, join us, okay? And have a fabulous, fabulous weekend, everyone, and enjoy the kale chips, because they're the best, all right? Have a good day. Bye.